topics from the fundamentals of semiconductor physics to the latest breakthrough chips, design and fabrication. We will explore the crucial role of semiconductors in enabling and emerging technologies such as artificial intelligence, quantum computing, and the Internet of Things. May I request Professor M.A. Shah to make a formal welcome.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The popular chairman, Board of Governors, NIT Srinagar, Dr. M.J. Zarabi, Honorable Director, NIT Srinagar, and Vice Chancellor, Central University of Kashmir, Professor Ravinder Nath, Professor Vani, Professor Neer, my colleague, Professor Prince, Dr. Saad. We have many colleagues from neighboring institutions and students from Central University of Kashmir. We have students from probably Islamia College, and then also neighboring institutions, few of them may be joined. As you know, I'm always delighted and honored to be here. But believe me and trust me, I am doubly honored, I am doubly overwhelmed, and I am doubly privileged opportunity in this very field. All this, I'll quote नगमा है सौदाए काम खूने जिगर के बगैर. मैं कहता हूँ सब कुछ है सौदाई खाम खूने जिगर के बगैर. Unless and until we will not burn midnight oil, nothing is going to come up. These new fields need a midnight oil, the artificial intelligence, the machine learning, then my nanotechnology. They need an intense study, and the teachers who are here need to teach that section which is in 12th class, that semiconductor section need to be taught very seriously and solemnly. Thank you very much. Thank you.
And my learned colleagues, Professor Vani, Professor Shah, Professor Lee, and others, and scholars and students. So this particular day we are witnessing an illuminary in the subject, okay, whose message may be used ignite many minds, and they choose the carry because Government of India also declared the semiconductor technology one of the thrust areas of the country. So where Atmanirbhar Bharat, they want to be self-relevant in AR rather than depending upon Taiwan, Korea, and other Japanese nations on semiconductor products. So this, because being a 140 billion country, 1.4 billion population, so we have to cater to their requirements. Most of the technologies are going in the forefronts for the people, one for the addressing the needs, another addressing the comforts, another addressing the services, another is concerns of the humanity. So these things just we had to look into mind, whatever the technologies are emerging, how we had to get adapted ourselves and acquainted to the new technology and develop the brighter minds should think about developing the innovations to happen in this country and which world should look at us. Still, we are considered to be ourselves as an emerging nation, and let us go, just transform ourselves into a developed nation by 2047 as Vikasit Bharat, which
from June 1993 to August 2005. Prior to that, he was the head of research and development and executive director in charge of both R&D and VLSI manufacturing operations of the company. He launched and successfully led several technology development projects which have resulted in the development of an indigenous capability in meeting India's strategic requirements in the vital area of microelectronics. As SCL's chairman and managing director, Dr. Zarabi was responsible in building a modern VLSI fabrication facility in 1997, a showcase of India's integrated chip manufacturing capability. Under his stewardship, SCL also established the only gallium arsenide enabling technology center for the Defense Research and Development Organization to manufacture monolithic microwave integrated circuits, MMICs.
And to give you a perspective on what India has been doing in the past and what it's presently doing. it's not a deep technical lecture. So, I mean, I did not know what is the audience like, so I thought better we do this. I made this presentation some time ago for some other occasion, but I recently added a couple of slides by way of an update. So to that extent, it should be an up-to-date presentation. Now, why do I hear this mainstay in 50s? And that was with this Michael Ransell's one. In 1950, in 58 to be precise, first. By shrinking transistor geometry, Taiwan is the largest IPs and products. That's what I was saying when we were having tea together.
And he has played a pivotal role in the development of electronics and semiconductor realm. So thank you very much, sir. You have been a very motivating person, right? When you were the chairman, and we all of us, rather most of us, we are still connected to Dr. Zaharobi. He is still guiding us. I know during the tenure, which already Professor Shah has mentioned and Professor Mir has mentioned, he was very instrumental in developing policies and procedures to make this institute reach new heights. So I really thank you, sir, for a very, very interesting lecture, which would be a launching pad for those students sitting here, for those researchers who want to take up, semiconductors and chip designs as their future career. And all those facilities, which includes networking, collaborations with people like MIT and people working in MIT in Bharat Electronics Limited, and we will give a good network. So this is an opportunity where we could help you as an incubator to develop your technologies, your product designs. And so one important thing is that because you are the a pioneer in this area, could you connect us to some of the industries or some of the research institutions where we can collaborate with them?